Trevor Sikkema talked about that Browns offensive line. They were ranking all of them 1 through 32. This is from the PFF NFL show.
I'm worried about the Cleveland Browns offensive line. Like they are ranked, where was this? They are ranked 27th on this list. And I think that's basically just out of respect for Wyatt Teller and Joe Bitonio. But like those two guys, they miss a little bit of time. They're getting older. The offensive tackles, I think, are a massive projection for them. I mean, they still have Jack Conklin, but what's DeJuan Jones going to be? Can Ethan Posick be what he needs to be at that center spot? So it's a lot of names that you know, but they just haven't played really well together. And I do get very worried about that Cleveland Browns offensive line.
And Dalton, everybody is a little, they think, oh, we're going to go back to the Kevin Stefanski offense. We're going to be back to, a top 6, top 5 offensive line. That may happen, but there's a lot of questions there.
It's a lot of questions, Dave, and the one big factor you have to start to think about is, we've talked about it before, 4 of the 5 projected starters are going to be at least 30 years old come opening day, right? So, and then you talk about the 5th guy being DeJuan Jones, who really shouldn't be playing left tackle. It's not where he played in college. It's not where he's all that comfortable. And then you have a group that even when they were healthy, all of those guys graded in the low to mid 60s for us on our PFF grades, and that's relatively mediocre, right? When you're looking for plus starters to be up there in the 70s and 80s and things like that by our numbers. So it's not only, a unit that suffered through a lot of injuries last year, but I think the age of it really worries me. And that's the part where you look at this offseason and you look at a draft where they didn't select a single offensive lineman. And that's where you start to get worried, is that everything you want to do is based around recycling young talent. And there really isn't very much of it on that Browns offensive line. And then you have a guy, say at right tackle like Jack Conklin, who's been hurt in recent years. And you start to see where things can snowball into bad things like it did last year between age and injuries.